In today's video, we'll uh, uh, we will learn about water resource. Water is a resource. It cannot be denied that water is a resource because it is water that keeps us alive, and without water we cannot be alive, isn't it? And if you look at the composition of water, one atom of oxygen and two atoms of hydrogen make up water, isn't it? So all the living beings in this world cannot live without water. So as water is a resource, so it is necessary for us to preserve it. Preservation of water is very important. Let's see how we can preserve water. And water is needed not only for people all over the world, but for all the living beings. All the living beings, even the plants, the trees, all the living beings, even the amoeba, they also need water to survive. For survival, all the living beings in the world need water. And let's see how much water is needed. Actually, the whole world, understood? Total percentage of water is 100%. Out of 100% water, how much is salty water and how much is fresh drinking water? Out of 100, 2.5% is fresh water. Fresh water. And remaining 96.5% is salty water. Means water of the sea. Salty. Remaining 96.5% is salty water. And salty water means sea water. And we need, how much water is needed? We need 2.5%. Clear? And this, out of this 2.5%, at least we use only 1% water is actually remaining to 1.5% remains frozen, understood? And not 1%, even I think less than 1% water is available in the as groundwater and surface water and groundwater, surface water and river water, lake water, understood? It means less than 1% can be found in the lakes, rivers. Is that clear? You can see them in the rivers, in the lakes, right? And wells and as underground groundwater. And the remaining water, is frozen. Glaciers. Glaciers are there and they will be found in the glaciers. Is that clear? So, it is very important for us to save, water, as water is a resource, and without resource, this valuable resource called water, we cannot live in this world. And for the entire planet, understood, water is what? The most valuable thing. And preservation of water is very, very important, isn't it? So, to preserve water, what are the things we can do? We can set up some purifying plants. We should not pollute the water. The ground, especially, that we should keep the water in the rivers fresh. We should not, we should always try to preserve the river water, pond water, lake water, isn't it? The water in the lakes, the water in the ponds, understood, and our rivers. And apart from that, we should do something to even save our groundwater, isn't it? And in the if you look at history, even the Gupta empires, during Gupta rules, some kings or emperors even did something for the preservation of water. They also built some dams, to do good to their people. Actually, they understood the utility or the necessity of dams, and that was why they made those particular dams for preservation of water, and even lakes and some rivers. Understood. Uh, and some channels as well. So it is very clear to you. And apart from that, what I find very important, preservation of water is very important because these days, as the population is growing, the size of population is growing day by day. Because if you look at India, once India before 1947, India had 36,000. Understood? Population of India was 36. How many population? What was the population of India? 36 crore. And now India has got 160 crore people. Right? 160 actually. Some say India has 150 crores, some say 140 crores, but India has 100. We think that India has more than 160 crore people, isn't it? So, if we want to save the lives of our future generations, the citizens of our country, understood? In future, we must do something to save the water. Clear? And to save the water, what should we do? We should not pollute the water. Number one, pollute means sometimes the ground that we walk on. Understood? If they are low-lying areas, we should try to save those water. We will preserve them. Understood? By digging a well or something like that. And if it is river, we must not allow the river water to be misused. Understood? And even if it is used for religious purposes, after the Kumbh Mela, after the Kumbh Mela is over, what is the UP government doing? UP government is saving the water. They have already cleaned half the water of the river. Understood? So this, if you are destroying the resource like water, you are destroying yourself. Understood? So we should keep in mind the utility of water for our existence, isn't it? And that is how we can save water. And even the glaciers is melting. There are various reasons for the for the for the harm being done to the most valuable resource called water. And we are not trying to preserve water. Sometimes especially if you look at monsoon is responsible for precipitation of rain in India. Sometimes due to failure of monsoon, India receives less rainfall, and that may be the reason of the shortage of water in India. So India should do something so that even if there is a failure of monsoon, we do not have to struggle for safe drinking water or for our agricultural field, because India's population, the size of Indian population of India is much larger as compared to, understood, the countries in the world. Though India ranks 133 in the list of the countries receiving rainfall. Understood? So fresh water receiving rainfall, and now for the percentage is 4%. Total rainfall in that India, total precipitation India receives annually is 4% out of the whole world, and India ranks 33. Now my question is, as water is the most valuable resource, we need to do something to preserve it. Clear? And we should, it is necessary for to build dams. Dams can help us save water for irrigation purposes and some other, for generation of electricity. Hydel projects are there. It is very important, but at the same time we must try to do something so that the future generation doesn't suffer from shortage of water, isn't it? Because waters are misused, or the reasons for the shortage of drinking water, or fresh drinking water or fresh water is many in number. Like you see, hydel projects, clear. Then there are many industrial projects, and urbanization, clear. Overuse of water by some people who are actually unaware of those who indulge in the misuse of water, clear. And this is why we need to keep the you know these very important points in mind before we make improper use of water. And that is how we can save the most valuable resource called water. Is that clear? So and water is very important, and we should also protect our forest, understood? Because they actually we also should, we as a country should preserve water, because if we save water, we can, when there is less rainfall, we can use those water, clear. And there are many ways to preserve water. Like there are places in South India where some canals, understood, is made, in which the water is preserved. And even on the rooftops, understood, water is saved for future use. That's how you can, if you save water, if we make our countrymen or the people in our country aware of the importance of water, I think if the people learn to preserve water, the future of India will be secure. And whatever little water we have got, we need to make proper use of it. And that's how, and we can protect our forest. Sometimes the climate changes, even the forest has an ecosystem. We should not disturb it, because they also attract rainfall. Am I right or not? And I'm sure that I have tried my best to touch all the points that are very important, and I'm sure you have understood this chapter, water resource. If you have liked my class, don't forget to subscribe to it. Bye.